Hey, howdy, Ice Richard here, and welcome back to Indie Love Month. Now, this video is going to go up a bit late again as well, but today we're playing Joestar Struck, and this is a re-record. I did want to do this game yesterday, but I just couldn't for some reason. So here it is. It is made by Team Skylywag. I'll make sure I'll pull out the itch and Twitter and Tumblr and all that out later. But I have played a good little bit of this, and I must say it's pretty funny. And I'll do something. I'll do it again because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the same reaction. But we'll just hop into it. Yeah. Okay. Start. As I walk up the slope, I'm trying not to drag my feet. Students wearing the same uniforms are walking along the same incline, split into little groups, and talking angrily, even though it's so early in the morning. Why the hell are they so happy? The school has one of the worst reputations in the whole city. But I guess it takes a special kind of person to come to a school like this. The kind of person who doesn't care that they're going to a school designed especially for delinquents. Or maybe I'm just grumpy. Mornings are my thing. I kick a rock along with me, going as far as to veer on my path when I kick it too far out of the way. All these kids be damned. This rock will be my new friend, and we shall rule the world. I shall name him Dwayne. It's not that I have the intention of not making friends at this new school, but starting the school year in the middle of a semester wasn't going to be easy. Everyone's already gotten into their little friend groups, have already bonded, you know. Not much room for a new kid, especially one who isn't even a delinquent. I kick the rock a little too forcefully and it gets far ahead of me. I watch in slow motion as it zooms towards the storm drain. Dwayne! Bloop. I just killed my one and only friend. Man, rest in peace, my buddy Dwayne. We were gonna rule the world together. It would have been his dying wish. I was expecting bust windows and weeds, maybe a little bit of ominous lighting, but it looks like any other school. The kids too. Sure, there's more than a few crazy hairstyles, and most have taken very generous deliberations with their uniform, but they're not that bad. Like, that kid over there, he's not even wearing pants. No, I can't get weak. Even if I'm lonely, I can't let my guard down. If I do the next thing I know, I'll be in a gang and committing petty crimes and arson. Gotta stay on my toes. Gotta give him the old 1-2. You know, 1-2. Gotta fly like a butterfly, sting like a beaver. Let's go. Constant vigilance. I am the bat. Hey there. I don't know what voice to give you. This one's not too bad. Although is that just my normal voice? Hey there. I jump and immediately take on a defensive stance that I've seen in old kung fu movies. The guy laughs and looks me up and down. Whoa there, pal. I ain't looking for trouble. He seems nice enough. I ease my fist down. So, I guess I was right to assume that you're the new kid, right? Mr. Johnathan told me you'd be coming today. Mr. Johnathan? That's our homeroom teacher. I guess he let us call him by his first name to appeal to the youth or whatever. The guy shrugs. He's pretty straight-laced, but he's cool. He's a cool cat, Jack. Mr. Johnathan asked me to give you a little tour. Oops. Oh yeah? I'm Josuke, by the way. What should I call you? You can call me the man of your dreams. Or... it's gonna make me... Wow, Daddy. Let's get going, shall we? I am so sorry, but that is just funny every single time. Josuke shows me around. Kids are milling around the hallways and filtering into classrooms, paying his little mind. Everything's actually looks pretty ordinary, I must say. Again, there goes that guy who's not wearing pants, but I can't discriminate. My name's Daddy. Huh? Nothing, it's just this place might actually be a little nicer than the school I used to go to. Oops, sorry, that's my water bottle. Well, you know what they say. Don't judge a book by its, asshole alert. Wait, what? But before I had time to ask, a guy bounds up to us and wraps an arm around Josuke's neck like they're the best of buds. But by Josuke's face, I can tell that's most likely not the case. Oi! Josuke-chan! See, I don't know what voice to give him, though. Because whenever I think of him, I always think of the nice-oo! So it's like I always want to exaggerate his words. So now it's like, oi! Josuke-chan! Josuke sighs through his nose and doesn't bother to hide his annoyance. Told you not to call me that. The guy pinches Josuke's cheek. Oh, come on, bud. And I told you to call me senpai, but you don't. This is what people call a stalemate, Josuke-chan. Josuke huffs and shrugs the guy's arm off of him. Shouldn't you be in class? Shouldn't you be in class? Nah, Josuke scoffs. What do you mean, nah? Class isn't optional. It is when you have bigger fish to fry. I've been quietly watching the exchange the whole time, but now the guy's eyes fell on me. Speaking of fish I'd like to fry. He holds his hands out to me. I'm Joseph. Joseph Joestar. Did you just call me a fish? Joseph grins before giving me a lazy wink. Well, if you're a fish, then I'll be the water. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Interpret it as you will. Wait, so are you the person frying the fish, or are you the water? Both. Damn, boy. He's not very smooth. Josuke rolls his eyes and rests his hand on his cocked hip. Cooked hip? Stop harassing the new kid, just tell us what you want. Joseph straightens up and finally gets to the heart of the matter. Have you seen Caesar around? The bell rings, signaling that class is starting. The last few stragglers in the hallway disappear into different dorms, leaving 3 of us alone. Joseph doesn't seem perpetrated in the slightest. He's probably in class, you know, like he's supposed to be, like you're supposed to be. Joseph sticks his tongue out at Josuke's playfully. Don't act like you don't cut class, Josuke-chan. Me and the new kid aren't fooled in the slightest. It's clear that Josuke's about to sputter some response, but the Joseph guy gives a hearty laugh and claps him on the back. I'm sorry, man. I'm only teasing you. And I'm sorry I'm not doing any voices. I can't think of anything to do for these guys. You just make it so easy. We gotta get going, fish guy. Fee! Well, I guess I had that one coming. He gives Josuke one last pound on the back for good measure before giving us a cheery goodbye. As he leaves, he calls back. If you see Caesar! Tell him meet by the fountain or he automatically loses the race. The race? But he questions his heard only by me, because Joseph is jogging merrily down the hall and turning the corner. Well, that guy is certainly something. Josuke laughs. Yeah, it's certainly one way to put it. But really, he's not bad of a guy. He's just rambunctious. Yeah, that's a good word. He sucks in a deep breath and lets his cheeks puff out before exhale. So anyways, let's get back to the tour. Josuke is really talkative, giving me people to watch out for, pointers on how to fit in, and other odds and ends of information. He's quick to laugh and has a certain charm that makes me feel at ease. Aww. Oh, that's our humble little school. I don't know. That rooftop could probably use another looking over, don't you think? Let's do that. Are you serious? Are you suggesting that we cut class? Well, I'm not suggesting we cut the cheese. His eyes are gleaming with mischief. I smile back at him. Don't you dare tell Joseph. He'll never let me live it down. Sounded to me like he already knows you're a delinquent who cuts class. That's true. You can't do anything without that guy knowing. It's like that bastard has a sixth sense or something. But anyways, Josuke raises a fist into the air. To the rooftop! Yee. As soon as we step foot on the roof, Josuke stretches his arms to the sky and tilts his head up towards the sun. It feels too good to be out here and cooped up in a classroom. The way he's stretching the sunlight kind of reminds me of a cat. It's cute. Hey, Daddy. He motions for me to follow him further onto the roof. Come on, let's get comfortable. Little neon face. Yeah. He lays down on the ground, wasting no time in stretching out. His eyes are closed, and then there's a content smile on his face, only furthering my thoughts of him being like a cat. I lay down next to him. Wow, I get the appeal of this. The sun really does feel good. I close my eyes and enjoy the sound of the breeze rustling the trees around the school. When the soft wind reaches us, it smells earthly and fresh. At this rate, I'm going to fall asleep. So what brought you to the school? I look over at Josuke, my body feeling lazy and heavy from the sun. By the way his eyelids were drooping, I can tell he's feeling the same way. I killed a man. Josuke grins. Is that so? Yep. Threw that bastard down a storm drain, and he drowned. Poor Dwayne. Couldn't even live to see another day. Wow, you're a stone-cold killer. The irony of that statement kills me. If only he knew. What are you in for? The same thing, believe it or not. What a coincidence. Yeah, except it was a bank heist gone wrong. Been there, done that. Definitely not fun. Josuke and I look at each other with serious expressions before breaking into fits of giggles. See, I like having friends like that where you can just joke about murdering people and like the such. As we mellow out, I'm struck by how wonderful this scene is. Fat clouds ambling across the blue sky, lungs full of cool air, skin warm with laughter and sunlight, and sharing it with a pretty boy. I like pretty boys, itty bitty boys, biggie big boy. I don't know the words to that song. I was just scrolling through Twitter, and Amy Wright Meow had posted her little cat video about that. I mean, pretty cool. I meant pretty cool. Definitely not pretty. Not that I was thinking, he was pretty or anything. I mean, he is kind of pretty. Like, his hair, it's, like, really cool and awesome. But that's what I mean is by pretty cool. Because, he has pretty cool hair, and he's not pretty at all, Okay, he's pretty. It's certainly not the first time I thought of it, but the school is pretty chill. The people are a bit eccentric, but they're friendly. I can see myself having a good school year here. With a sleepy groan, Josuke sits up. He runs his hands through the back of his hair, seeming to make sure everything's still in place. We should probably head back. Mr. Johnathan freaks. Or before he freaks. I nod my head reluctantly. I could stay up here all day, but Josuke's right. Everyone looks at us when we enter the room, as to be expected. The teacher, Mr. Johnathan, stops right on the board and gives us both a sunny smile. There you are! I was starting to wonder if you two had gotten lost. Yeah, I was lost in his big, beautiful eyes. He looks at me and smiles even brighter. Wow, if he keeps this up, I'm gonna go blind. You must be Daddy. It's great to meet you, Daddy. It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Johnathan. Please, Mr. Daddy was my father. You can call me Daddy. What a positive attitude. I appreciate that. Did Josuke give you a good tour? I hope he wasn't too troublesome. We only did a handful of petty crimes. Nothing federal, rest assured. Johnathan shakes his head and Josuke laughs before heading toward the seat. Would you like to introduce yourself to your... Pardon me. Would you like to introduce yourself to the class, Daddy? I very much would like to not do it, but I know it's a rhetorical question. I turn to the class. Hi, I'm Daddy, also known as the man of your dreams. Okay, so far so good. I'm excited to be a part of your class, and hopefully I get to clap some hands. Okay, final statement. I've got this. I look forward to meeting all of you and getting to know you all personally. Mwah. I bow politely, and there's a bit of curious chatter around the room. What a lovely introduction, Daddy. Couldn't have done it better myself. Johnathan claps his hands together. We got a few seats available. Choose whichever one you want. Let's go next to Josuke there. I don't hesitate. Josuke is my only lifeline in this school, and I'm gonna take every opportunity I'm given to stick by him. As I make my way to the seat, I can see Josuke try to hide a smile. Is he happy that I chose to sit by him? Class here is pretty much the same too. Maybe with the exception of the teacher, who I'm pretty sure used to be a bodybuilder. Or a model. Or both. Pretty sure he was a model for a bodybuilder magazine. My dad's a monthly subscriber to Bodybuilder Mag. Even though he doesn't bodybuild himself. I don't know why. Even if he's big and pretty, he's still got that teacher charm that makes me zone out and daydream. Same, brother. I do that all the time, not gonna lie. I wonder what's gonna be served for lunch. I actually haven't eaten today, and it's almost 4 o'clock. Something slides across my desk, pulling me from my near dozing. I look over and Josuke's tapping a pen against his lip innocently, looking all too suspicious with the way he's suddenly absorbed with the lesson. Just 5 minutes ago you were falling asleep. I can see through your ruse, Josuke. I read it over a few times before picking up my pen. Meet me after class if you want an ass kicking. By ass kicking I mean if you want to hang out. Let's go get some ass kicking. Honestly, I think it's cute that he passed me a note. I don't think my friends and I have done that since elementary school. It makes it seem really sweet. Maybe a little intimate too. Or maybe I'm reading too much into this. Dude, I read into everything too much, man. I make up my mind and jot down an answer. Bring it on, mother fluffer. And by that I mean yes. Should I sign with a heart? That might be too straightforward, but it also might make Josuke really happy. Pen is hovering over the paper. The biggest decision of my note-passing career is in front of me. Let's put a heart. I do it with a quick flourish, refusing to give myself time to back out of my decision. My heart is pattering like crazy as I read it over. I hope it's not too much. I slide it back to Josuke, keeping my eyes focused on Mr. Johnathan all the while. Josuke doesn't pass anything back to me, and after a minute I look covertly over to him. He's still acting like he's hyper interested in the lesson, but there's an unmistakable blush reddening his cheeks. When class ends, Josuke waits for me by the door. Couldn't he have just done this in the first place and not pass a note? It makes me think he couldn't wait till after class to ask me. Cute. I hope you're ready for that ass kicking. And by that I mean hope that you're thirsty. I'm always thirsty, especially when, it's someone with black hair, blue eyes, and a black and gold uniform. I mean, especially when it's something I don't have to pay for. Josuke laughs. I feel that, man. Do you? I sit on the wide edge of the fountain as Josuke goes to the nearby vending machines. Almost everyone has already left. There's a few stragglers here and there, but other than that, we're alone. I look at the bottom of the fountain where a few coins are scattered about the water. Makes them look wavering and fat. I let my fingers skim the top of the surface. The water's chilly, but not unpleasant. I held the squinting in the fountain. It seems like a waste of money to me. See, we drowned Dwayne, and now we can drown his brother if he speaks. Because we have a fountain right here. It's still pretty cool, though. Sorry to keep you waiting. He holds out 2 cans, 1 grape and 1 apple. Let's take the apple. I pointed the apple one and he hands it over before sitting down next to me and cracking his open. So, what do you think? Think of what? Josuke takes a sip of his juice before gesturing to the schoolyard. Oh, the school. Now that you've gotten a full day in it. I answer him honestly. It's not bad. Definitely not what I was expecting. So, we got walked around school. We had 1 class. We didn't eat lunch. And now the day's over? Question mark? Yeah, that's... All the new people say that. I guess they think it's gonna be all doom and gloom since the problem kids come here. But it's actually really chill. I open my juice can and take a sip. It's nice and cool. You don't strike me as a problem kid. He looks a little sheepish. Meh. Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly say I'm a problem kid, but I do have a bit of a temper sometimes. Huh. Never guess he had a short fuse. You learn something new every day, I guess. It's literally only your first day. It's not even a new day. Well, I guess it is something new to learn. Who's moving furniture? I hear all that squeaking. So that's... is that why you're here then? Josuke shrugs, turning his juice can in his hands absently. Josuke shrugs, turning his juice can in his hands absently. Yeah, I was gonna go to Morio High School, but I got a little in a fight the first day of school. He shrugs again. But this place really isn't that bad. I've met a lot of cool people and stuff. And I mean, he refused to take his eyes off his drink. I wouldn't have met you if I was still going to Morio's, so there's that. Aww, I'm too shocked to say anything. I look down on my own juice can and feel my face heating up. We sit in silence for a while, taking small sips of our drink and just enjoying each other's company. Yeah! Josuke hops up from the fountain and nearly stumbles over himself as he takes a few bounds away to distance himself from the fountain. I'm so confused. I look at the fountain, not understanding what has made him freak out so hardcore. And that's when I see it. It's a little baby turtle. Hey! It turtles on the edge of the round fountain, ambling its way around. I look at Josuke, and his eyes are glued to that little critter. His chest is heaving, and his expression is wild. Are you okay? No, I'm not. Is it looking at me? He walks in a distressed circle, his hands behind his head. That little bastard, it's looking at me! I set my juice down and stand up, brushing off the seat of my uniform. I'ma pick it up. My enemy reaction is to get rid of the problem. I set my juice to the side and approach the threat. Josuke is still pacing around, but he's watching my every move like a hawk. I move over to the turtle and pick him up, his head and legs retracting to his shell defensively. Aww. I'm gonna put it down. I'm moving him. Josuke lets out a distressed noise and paces faster. There's some nearby bushes. I put the little fellow over there and set him down. Gently, his head pops out almost immediately and begins slowly scrambling away. I get up with a grunt and turn back to Josuke, showing him my empty hands. Crisis averted. Josuke still looks on edge, but I can see him relax somewhat. We take a seat at the fountain again. Josuke is looking around himself. Maybe he thinks the turtle's gonna tell his friends and they're gonna come back for revenge. Teenage Mutant Evil Turtles, Teenage Mutant Evil Turtles, gonna kill a Josuke. Turtle power. You okay, dog? Josuke sighs heavily through his nose before smiling. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Reptiles kinda freak me out. Aw, I think they're kinda cute. I think all animals are kinda cute. The understatement of the century. I smile back at him and shrug. You know how Planters peanuts? Josuke froze his browns, obviously confused. Yeah? I used to have nightmares about their mascot. To this day, I have to walk a little faster through the snack aisle when I'm at the store. Josuke's eyes widen before he lets out a laugh. You're scared of the baby nut? Hey, I didn't laugh at your own fear. No, it's not that, He gives me a grin, his blue eyes grow soft. Thanks. I shrug and take another sip of my juice, try to ignore the way my heart's thundering in my chest. It might be a bit bad. I should probably go see a doctor for that. We finish our drinks and get up together to throw them away. I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Daddy. You can count on it. He gives me a wave and starts down the slope. I stand at the school gates watching him leave. What a cool guy. What a cool cat. And I think we're gonna end this video off here. Luckily, you know, I did cut it up into different sections just so I can make sure the videos were okay. Because apparently 30 minutes is too long for it. But, like I just said, I'm ending off here. If you're new around here, like, comment, subscribe. You guys already know that whole dealio. But this is an interesting game. I might play more of it. I must say. I still don't know how I feel about being called Daddy by all the JoJos. But that's something we'll have to wait and see, I guess. So, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, stay kind, be awesome. Tip waitresses a heck of a whole lot. And I'll be seeing all of y'all next time. Peace out.